Good morning. It is like almost 8 in the morning.
7:30.
7:30. We're gonna go get some food before the venue opens up at like 8:30.
So get in.
So I'm getting in. That's what Kyle told me to do, so that's what I'm doing. Hey Kyle.
What? Hey, what's up?
And then hello other Kyle.
Hello.
You just touched my leg. I didn't approve of that at all. Okay, you just touched it again. You know what? Maybe tonight's the night.
Are you sure you weren't caressing my arm last night?
I think I honestly think I might have accidentally touched your arm last night. I think my arm like was hanging off the side of the bed and I was touching you.
That's exactly
And
what
I thought.
And I noticed it and then like lifted my hand up the moment I noticed. I was like, oh, what the f, why is my hand down here? We made it. Dude, what? That was awesome. Dude, purple leg gang, where you at? Been waiting in line for like ever. And now we're on our way in. Dude, Slappy's so tiny. Oh my god. Go. We got selected. Let's go. So I'm back home. I didn't really record much today and I have a good reason for that. I kind of got screwed over today. Well, I mean I still got to have fun, but only for a little bit of time. As I showed earlier, we waited in line for Twitch Rivals, the Fortnite tournament, and I found out that anyone could actually potentially play if they apply for it. So I applied for it and waited in line for like an hour and a half, and then got into a reserved seating, which they ended up calling my name and I was able to participate. However, when I got called up and I got brought to the back room, they said they called too many people. So they're like, you'll play in the next heat instead of the first heat. The second heat finally came up about an hour and a half later, so we're just sitting here waiting. And then they got us seats and I went out with the random team I was selected with because it was a trios tournament. And we walked over to the stage. We got on the stage, signed in with Twitch. I started streaming, everything was going great and getting ready to queue up and everything. And then the admins came out and said, hey, you guys actually aren't playing in this game like they said we were, which they assigned us seats, like I said, and everything. So we had to go back to the waiting room and wait for the next seat. So that was another hour and a half later. Keep in mind, I never actually went and ate breakfast, like I said, because the venue actually opened up a lot earlier than I thought. Well, then most of us had gotten up, so we didn't actually have time to stop for breakfast. So in the waiting room, I had, I think, a banana and a couple bags of chips, and then down to Red Bull. But then Heat 3 came up. I finally played it, which played 3 games, didn't play very well. We got 25th out of 30 people, which I guess isn't horrible. We only got 1 point, but hey, it's better than no points, I guess, especially playing with the top players that we were playing with. So by the time I ended, everyone was already wrapped up and ready to go home, so I didn't really get to do anything today because I was stuck in this tournament. I mean, I could have left at any time, but like, that's like such an opportunity. I don't know. I got Twitch rivals on my badge now to make me feel like I'm cool or something. But so I think we're home now. So we're gonna order some food and chill out for the rest of the night, and then we'll be back tomorrow. I'm not going to apply for anything tomorrow. I want to actually spend my time in TwitchCon and get some stuff while I'm here, because I wasn't expecting to be stuck in a room for 4 or 5 hours doing nothing. But things happen, so I guess we'll see what happens later on. For now, I'm gonna go inside and I'm going to sit on my butt and probably eat for like the first time today. So I'll see you later. Hello all again. I probably should be sleeping right now. It's like 10 o'clock and we probably have to get up at 7 again, but I'm like honestly upset right now. I don't think I explained it earlier with the whole Twitch Rivals competition of Fortnite. So not like I stood much of a chance. We're going against some of the biggest names in Fortnite and on Twitch. Like, who would have thought that someone like me would be able to do that well, especially with I don't practice or play that often. But we had like so many complications in all 3 of our games that just were, it's like the odds were stacked against us. Game 1, my teammate, or one of my teammates, mouse and keyboard stopped working the moment the battle bus was going over. So like, we couldn't even land where we wanted to land because his mouse and keyboard weren't working. He couldn't jump out of the plane or the bus. So we had to sit there and glide and wait for the staff of the event to come unplug his stuff and then plug it back in before we could do anything. So we had a late drop. We were able to pick up a single point later on in the game with the lucky snipe. But then we went into game 2. We landed where we originally wanted to land and ended up getting contested. And the team that was contesting us had better loot than us. We had nothing. We didn't have enough mats either, so they just pushed us and we just died right off spawn. We were like the second team dead. And then 3rd game, we were doing good. We had a good or a decent setup for endgame. I don't think I had a shotgun yet. I think only one of our teammates had a shotgun. And then we were all together. We were all alive. And then like 4th zone in, it moved completely to the other side of us. And I was the only person without any rotate item.
They're on me.
So my 2 teammates took off. And then I went to rotate on my own. I died immediately. There was someone waiting for me the moment I stepped out of my box.
Yeah, they were waiting.
And then my teammates both died the moment they landed because they got pushed. So game 1 we had computer problems. Game 2 we got scuffed with loot. And then game 3 the zone wasn't with us. We got camped out in zone. And I'm super bummed. Not, like I said, not like we were gonna do like super good or something, but I wonder what it would have been like if we didn't have these things happen. Maybe we would have got, I don't know, another point, maybe 2, maybe 3. Like maybe we would have just done slightly better. It bummed me out and I felt like ranting because it It's tough. It wasn't very fun. I mean, sorry, it was fun. I enjoyed myself. It was a good opportunity. Besides having to sit in a waiting room for 6 hours before I could actually play, it was still a cool event, and probably the first time I've ever done that, and who knows, could be my last. It was fun. I'm just bummed out with how I performed and how the odds were just stacked against us and we just had every problem possible. I don't know, I just had to get that out of my mind and out there before I hit the hay for tomorrow. But hopefully tomorrow will be good. We'll go pick up some Twitch apparel, and so we can go home with a bunch of stuff, cool stuff. Maybe go meet some people. I don't know. I never really got to explore anything today, so I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Now's a good time for me to go to bed. I will see you guys in the morning.